Hey everyone, this is a demo to Love Shore, a romance
Queer
game.
cyberpunk visual novel.
Queer cyberpunk visual novel. I thought my life was over after my body was shipped back home. Awesome. Already. My mind was organic, but my body wasn't. Us humans were supposed to be together.
Tougher.
To be tougher than this. Oh, so it's kind of like Ghost in the Shell. Zoom. Good thing is, when you're an S-human, you can rebuild. Beep beep. Beep beep.
The hell? Oh yeah. Alarm clock. I reach over to slap the snooze button off before my heart rate spikes any further, staring at the ceiling, just breathing.
Oh, so I guess there's non-optional automatic responses? Like their body isn't organic, but they have a heartbeat that they can't control.
Easy, just relax, kid. Kind of forgot about alarm clocks, right? Or this might be in the past, too.
Alright, I don't even think I have any food lying around. You have to ingest food like a fucking pleb?
I heave myself out of bed, my shoulders still feeling stiff and unwieldy from the new freedom of motion. Hibernation for months on end on a cold, concrete prison cell bench really doesn't do wonders for your joints. I knuckle the tension out of my prosthetic knees, flexing the spring-loaded tendons as I go.
Well, shit.
Things weren't looking good. The tendons were way too tight, and I could feel the ball joints in my ankles grinding against the supports. Looks like nobody had bothered to rotate or oil the prosthetics while I was in hibernation.
So, wait.
What?
Go ahead.
Typical. Knock, knock.
Farah?
Knock, knock.
Farah, are you in there?
I hobble up from my seat on the edge of my bed. The nerves where my legs end and the prosthetics twinge as I go. Ow, damn it. Wait, was that Talia?
Hell yeah.
I'm loving this outfit.
What's up, asshole? I thought I told you to call me when you're getting released.
Talia, my oldest and best friend from my time in the military. She's in her early 30s, but has the energy of a 19-year-old. I'm still not sure how she does it. Sorry, my phone was dead and they kind of just tossed me in a cab and sent me on my way home. Talia gives me an unreadable look and glances over my shoulder at the apartment, raising an eyebrow. I'm suddenly aware of the fact that everything is still covered in at least a year's worth of dust.
You could have left me a key so I could pick up the place. Oh, no, that's me. No way. I wouldn't have asked you to. No, wait, that's you. Sorry. Go ahead.
No way. I wouldn't have asked you to.
I know. You'd never ask for any help whatsoever.
I'm sorry, Talia. I didn't really say goodbye to her before I was carted off. I'm sure she's not happy with me.
It's okay. I accept your apology, you dumbass.
Bullying a gal who just got out of hibernation. Harsh. You know my reaction time's not what it should be.
I'm sure you can take it.
She rolls her eyes at me and we sit on the edge of the bed, still messy from the night previous.
So, you definitely don't want to have anything to do today.
She's right, of course.
You want to get breakfast with me? Tell me about what you want to do.
I kind of forgot what breakfast tastes like, to be honest. They really only fed us these gross nutrient IVs.
Oh, so were they aware during hibernation, or did they just sit there being nutriented while laying there?
Well, I'm wondering if she's talking about the time before hibernation. Like, was she in prison?
I thought prison was hibernation, like Demolition Man.
Oh,
but I don't know. Well, I'll be happy to reacquaint you.
She moseys over to my dresser, opening up the top drawer and brushing off a jacket for me, tossing it behind her towards my general direction. I can feel my shoulder groan as I go to catch it, but at least I don't miss. Hey, what'd I just say about slow reaction time?
Consider it your own personal training session.
As she finishes, she tosses a new pair of socks over her shoulder, hitting me square in the face. Fantastic, just what I need. I just woke up, you know.
Oh, I know. Let's go, babe.
Ugh. We've never had an emotional, touchy-feely kind of relationship. Talia is more of an actions speak louder than words kind of person. I like that about her. I take the clothes she's been tossing at me and throw them on to the best of my ability. We made our way out of the apartment building down to street level. At least the old cafe down the street was still open. Love Shore by day was pleasant enough, if busy. My apartment building was part of the developments that came on hard and fast as the city sprung up with the 24-hour system in the aftermath of the fertility crisis. Pré-bear event, they'd called it.
Oh.
Pregnancies were failing at an astounding rate, and nobody knew why. Love Shore was forced to take drastic measures, and that's when the Life S company engineered us, the S-humans.
So are they engineered life? Was their brain born and given a new body so they live forever? What's the question?
Genetically related to our parents with organic brains, but with tough biologically simulated bodies specifically designed to protect us, the new golden kids of Love Shore.
Oh, biologically simulated. So they're like not robots. They're grown bodies. Like the brain is genetically related to the parents, but the bodies are just grown in vats.
But they have prosthetics, too.
Yeah.
In jail, the hours drag on and you eventually lose sight of everything you knew about yourself. So she was in jail.
Ah.
When your body doesn't grow old, time can stand still in a way most humans can't understand. I was put into hibernation for brawling, injuring a fellow citizen. It's just a fancy term for months on end of solitary confinement.
Oh my god.
Oh no. I remember rage and a kind of bone-deep fear I hadn't felt since my time in active duty.
So these people are just immortal, bored people. And like they have nothing to do but fight.
Sounds like a lot of vampires. Oh, we're immortal and we're so bored about it. After that, all I had were memories of being restrained immediately after my trial and then waking up, sitting in a useless husk of a body. Immobile until my release. I guess I had a lot of time to think while I was in there.
Hey, you want to stop in here?
Sure, why not? The cafe was familiar, but everything else was still overwhelming. People walking around, a busy street. It was almost too much after being alone with just my thoughts and Sam's face for company. Sam. I hadn't seen him in the apartment building when we left. I wonder if he was all right. Talia picked up some sandwiches for us and we meandered back down the street towards the apartment. We don't talk much. She looks thoughtful.
Farah?
Yeah?
What happened to you in there?
I feel like I can't comprehend it. If I look at it too closely, it all comes floating back and it's like I never left.
Yeah, let's not think about it ever again then. It's okay if you can't look at it head on right now. You just gotta go. You just got out yesterday, for Christ's sake.
I can't leave her hanging like this. Come on, Farah, you gotta tell her something. Well, for one thing, I was seated right across from Sam in the prison cell.
I'm sorry, what? Sam? As in your weird neighbor, Sam? That Sam?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do about it.
Okay, but you know he still lives above you. I saw him coming out of the building a few days ago.
Shit. How long would it be before I ran into him? Not exactly a conversation I'd look forward to having. Hey, so I stared into your eyes for about 2 years in solitary confinement and maybe sort of could tell what you were thinking. We have some sort of weird mutual bond now, and also, by the way, we're still neighbors. Oh, great.
I better drop you back off soon. I got a meeting at the VA to facilitate.
You really never stop, huh?
Couldn't pay me to stop, hun. Great. 2 years of eye contact. What a fucking nightmare.
Oh, I know. After Talia heads off, I make my way back home. I couldn't think of much else to do besides sit at my kitchen table and eat my damn sandwich and wash some of the dust off my dishes. Oh my god, can you imagine coming back after a year and just how, like, dusty everything would be dirty?
It's kind of neat that they get to keep their apartment even though they're in jail. I mean, do they just not have to pay for it, or do they not have to worry about bills? Is everyone just given housing? Downside, solitary confinement for a year. Plus side, guaranteed housing and food.
Cleaning up things felt good, felt productive. The sensation of soap and water on my hands is weird. still feels foreign.
Oh,
I love
God.
how you can tell we're adults because we're like, I wonder how they kept their housing while they were away for so long.
And what's this utopia? I mean, you go to jail and it's horrible, but wait a second.
Hey, guaranteed apartment.
Yeah, what, no bills? What's
Yeah.
going on here?
By the time night falls, I'm itching for something else to do.
This is a trade-off I'm willing to make.
I like that window, the window by the bed.
Yeah, look at that view. And it's free, supposedly? Like, you just get it?
Hold on, look at this over on the left here. You see all the tools?
Dude, is this actually a utopia with some small downsides?
I'm kind of wondering if those, like, tools, like, because you have prosthetics, are those, like, your version of toiletries?
It looks like there's a boot over there, so maybe you have to do it for yourself.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, maybe, like, you just, pop your leg off and be like, I need to, like, work.
It seems like some parts of you are organic, though. They said, like, biological fakeness, as in it's grown in a vat or something.
Yeah.
But then also some cyber parts.
Maybe going to Persephone's would be a good enough distraction. I grab my jacket and head back out.
They don't have to worry about money ever. They never talk about paying the bill.
Yeah.
Tell me more. Persephone's wasn't a large bar, but still was somehow the kind that you could get lost in. With enough nooks and crannies for the private conversation, but with an expansive liquor selection to draw a crowd every night. It was a reliable locale where all kinds of people, both human and as-human, could get lost in their drinks with only a slight amount of judgment.
I recognize the bartender, Maya. Ooh.
Sultry.
Mm-hmm. I make my way through a few early evening barflies to lean on the sleek bar top. Neon ads reflect behind her, glowing through her strawberry blonde waves.
Farah? Farah!
She's as gorgeous as ever. Not that she's changed at all since I got put away. As an S-human like me, Maya had some side business with the underworld that she didn't like to talk about. At least, not while she was behind the bar. She's always professional like that, cool and collected, good at playing her part in whatever group ran the place.
I had no idea you were getting out.
She reaches a hand out across the bar to rest on my forearm.
I hate to say it, but you look like you need a drink.
I hate to say it, but I really need a drink.
I think I can help you with that, same as usual.
At this point, I think I'll take anything you got. She pours me a good-sized rum and coke and gently slides across the bar to me. She looks inquisitive.
So,
I suppose I won't get away with people leaving me alone today. With Maya, I don't mind so much. I still drain half the drink in a few large gulps.
I saw your cellmate the other day.
I choked on the last gulp of my drink. You what? How did you know?
Sam, right? I guess you could call him a regular around here. We have mutual friends.
For fuck's sake. Oh, so hold on. There's one thing I want to point out. So, we're thinking this is a random cyberpunk world, right? But actually, if they're talking about rum and cokes, it has to be at least partly based on our present.
I always assumed that it was... all cyberpunk was our future in some way.
I'm just saying, like, they mentioned, like, a, American brand soft drink. So, we're talking about our future, not just, like, Blade Runner world or whatever.
Blade Runner future was our future.
No, I know. I meant, like... Never mind. Of course he was. Sam had been released a few weeks before I was. Oddly enough, that part of my sentence had dragged on the longest of all. I didn't think it was possible for silence to get any lonelier.
He mentioned you all the time. I was surprised that he even admitted that he knows you. But he also knows we talk.
Yeah, well, it's not really his business to be talking about me.
He's a snake, but he's an entertaining snake, at least.
I'd known he was shady. Even before our jail sentence, I'd noticed him coming and going at odd hours, meeting all sorts of people outside the apartment building.
If you're on a 24-hour cycle, what hours are odd?
I had barely considered that Maya might have known him through mutual friends, whatever the hell that meant. She always just seems so put together. Takes all types, I suppose. It's not like we did a lot of talking in hibernation.
No, I suppose you wouldn't.
I drain the rest of my drink as fast as seems courteous and push the glass across the counter. Thanks for that. I'll get you back when I start collecting my disability checks again.
Oh.
Maya waves a hand loosely.
Don't worry about it. On the house today.
I turn to exit the bar when her voice echoes after me, sending a chill down my spine.
And Farah, welcome back to Love Shore. So there is money. And maybe they got their apartment reserved because they're on disability. And then their friend was like, we have to go back to the VA place, which might be the veterans place. Mm-hmm. So maybe they were all in a war, and that's why they were injured.
She mentioned her military service, remember?
So maybe...
Oh, maybe she got blown apart. Like, maybe something happened and they rebuild people as S-humans.
Well, they said that... No, they said you should be tougher if you're an S-human, and they rebuilt her S-human body.
Yeah.
So she was an S-human before.
But I guess what I'm saying is, like, did they start out as S-humans? Or do they make someone an S-human if, like, rather than them, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I think Farah was born an S-human because they said I should have been tougher because I was an S-human and now they're rebuilding my S-body.
As much as I hate...
Oh, sorry.
But I can't stay there forever. I haven't even checked up on my prosthetics and my joints are all aching already. The clinic, like the rest of the city, operates on a full 24-hour schedule. With the underground businesses taking over the town at night, the injuries, accidents, and bodies tend to pile up at all hours of the day. The building is one of the biggest in Love Shore, and luckily for people like me, the staff usually features at least one or two S-human specialists on call for when we come in with any odd damage to our bodies. I make my way to front desk where a beleaguered-looking receptionist sits. I can't really help, but feel a faint glimmer of hope rise in my chest. I'd be stupid if I didn't check and see if Imani was here.
You have an appointment?
I'm looking for a Dr. Imani Santero.
Santero.
The receptionist flicks through a tablet with what looks like schedules and shift lists.
Nope, she's not on today. Hasn't been in for a week now.
A week? Is she all right? Is she on leave?
I'm not sure, miss. She hasn't called in sick, so she must be on leave.
Out of nowhere, I get a sinking feeling of dread in my stomach. No, it must be fine. She must just be taking a short leave. Or something. I guess I'll see whoever's available. S-human specific with prosthetics training?
Take a seat. It's gonna be a while.
Great, just what I want. More time to be alone with my thoughts. The waiting was old hat to me at this point, and sitting in the clinic's waiting room, I do my best not to run disaster scenarios where Imani, my old doctor, didn't run off to the opposite end of the country or come down with some insane disease or...
fake legs.
Before I can catastrophize too much, they're calling me into a clinic room. The young resident makes quick work of adjusting the tension on my legs and resetting the joints, checking all the nerve connections and making sure the rest of me hasn't atrophied completely. Much better. Wait, what the hell was that? Wait, what's your problem? A shape that looks suspiciously like a person flashes across my vision, running behind the corner of the hospital. You! What's the deal? Just what I need. Shadowy individuals trying to take my picture. I jogged to the corner and... nothing. Fantastic. Heaving a sigh, I turned to head back home. The neon of the buildings glowed brighter as the evening darkness deepened, and I wove my way through the night crowd back to the apartment building. A crack of thunder peals overhead. Just my luck. I fumble for my key for a minute before pushing open the door to my apartment. I guess I left my cell back here while I was out. Ooh, we have it's like a sleek, huh? Imani? My heart drops straight into the pit of my stomach. How could she have known I was looking for her?
Farah, it's Imani. I know that you were just released. I'm sorry to do this to you, but I need help. Desperately. I have some information about a project that might affect a lot of people in this city. It's related to Love Shore's underworld. You're the only one I can trust right now. Please, just call me back as soon as you get this.
All of this was too coincidental. Imani's voice sounded truly, legitimately terrified. And what was that about a project? About the criminal underworld? There's no way that Imani's not in trouble right now, and if she's missing, I could be the only one who knows she's in deep, deep trouble. Well, fuck. Ooh. It's called Talia. Talia will know what to do. She's always got a plan, even at the worst of times.
That's the demo! Ooh. Wow!
So I think that they...
I like the music.
Yeah, they had done a successful Kickstarter.
Wow!
So I don't know when the rest of the game will be out, but... I certainly like the aesthetic. I could do with like a little bit more like visual changes, like through conversations and stuff, but
that's a lot of things that I have struggled with visual novels. Is a lot of times they don't move. There's not enough visual changes because it can sometimes go on for minutes where you're just reading. And I guess that's the point of a visual novel, is that you can make a complex story with limited resources.
Well,
but I just wish personally for visual novels to have more visual changings.
Yeah. I think another important thing to remember though is that like if I were playing this by myself, I'd be going through the dialogue much faster because it's like you can read it to yourself faster than like we can speak it aloud, you know? So
hey guys, so our internet has not been working for a full month, so if you're like, what's going on guys? It's because it takes me 6 hours to upload a normal sized video. Doing my best. So just letting you guys know, that's the deal. That's the end of this video. Goodbye.